Good afternoon, one and all. I'm R.V. Kiran, Assistant Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering. Today, in this video lecture, I'm going to explain you about the last type of the motion of the follower, that is the cycloidal motion, and a problem on the cycloidal motion model. And this is my ninth class regarding to the subject on problems on CAM, and in total 48th lecture regarding to the subject kinematics of machinery. So in the previous classes we have discussed about the first three types of motion, that is uniform velocity, simple harmonic motion, and uniform acceleration and retardation. And we have also seen the combined motion problems also, that is half of the stroke is on the simple harmonic motion and remaining half is in the uniform acceleration and retardation or uniform velocity. Today I'm going to explain the problem on cycloidal motion, which is the last type of the motion of the follower. So this is the question regarding to the problem. Draw the profile of the cam when the roller follower moves with the cylindrical motion. So they have given the follower type as the roller follower moves with the cycloidal motion. So the motion of the follower is also given, that is cycloidal motion during the outstroke and the return stroke, and the following has been given. So the outstroke with maximum displacement, that is the outstroke with the maximum displacement of 31.4 mm during 180 degrees of cam rotation. So here they have given the displacement, that is the maximum displacement, that is the, it is taken as the stroke of the follower. So this is taken as the stroke of the follower during 180 degrees of cam rotation. Next, return stroke for the next 150 degrees of cam rotation. So the return stroke is for the next day to 150 degrees of cam rotation. 12 for the remaining 30 degrees of cam rotation. So these are the three types of motions they have given, that is the outstroke, return stroke, and immediately dwell period. So in the previous problems, we have taken the four sections. So in the problem, they have given the four sections. First one is the outstroke, next one is the dwell period, third one is the return stroke, and last one is the dwell period. And for the outstroke, they have given the angle as 180 degrees. That is, half of the portion is taken to the outstroke, and next return stroke for the next 150 degrees, and last one dwell for the remaining 30 degrees of cam rotation. The minimum radius of the cam is given as 15 mm. So the minimum radius is taken of the cam as 15 mm. The roll diameter of the follower is 10 mm. So in total, the diameter of the roller is 10 mm, and the diameter of the cam is 30 mm. Next, the axis of the roller follower is offset by 10 mm. So they have given as the offset type. So the axis of the roller follower is offset by 10 mm towards the right from the axis of the camshaft. So they have given the axis of the camshaft. So first of all, we have to draw the displacement diagram by the following steps. So this is the displacement diagram to be drawn. So first of all, from the similar problem, similarly we have to draw a rectangle taking the height as 1.4 mm and 360 degrees as the length. So we have to scale the 360 degrees. That is the 360 degrees is scaled to length. So we can take any type of length. That is, I'm taking the suitable scale. That is 1 centimeter is equal to 10 degrees. In total, 360 degrees is taken as 36 centimeters in length, because this is usually drawn in chart. That is why I'm taking like that. When you are drawing it on the notebook, you can take it as the 1 centimeter is equal to 20 degrees or any other one, depending on the drawing. So here I am taking it as 1 centimeter is equal to 10 degrees, and total 36 centimeter is taken for the line, and the height is 31.4 mm. So thereby we have construct a rectangle to it. So then divide the section into three parts. That is outstroke, which is having 180 degrees, that is 18 centimeters. We are taking it as 180 degrees from here to here. So this is of the outstroke section, and remaining 150 degrees is of the return stroke. So this is the return stroke, and remaining is the dwell period. That is remaining 30 degrees will be the dwell period. That is dwell period. So first we have to divide the outstroke section into 6 number of equal parts, that is 18 centimeters. So by converting it into the scale, 180 degrees is taken as 18 centimeters. So the 18 centimeter is divided into 6 equal parts, 3 centimeters apart. So after dividing it into 6 equal parts, then divide the return stroke also into 6 number of equal parts. That is 150 degrees is divided into 6 number of equal parts. Then we have to draw the generating circle. So this generating circle is obtained by drawing the taking the stroke length, that is stroke length by 2 pi. So we can call it as, so from a point G, draw a generating circle of radius, that is R is equal to taken as stroke by 2 pi. So this is taken as stroke by 2 pi length, that is 31.4 divided by 2 pi. In total 5 mm. Then we have to divide the generating circle into 6 number of equal parts. So this generating circle has a length, the radius of 5 mm. So and divide the generating circle into 6 number of equal parts. Then join the first part and the second part. third part and the sixth part, fourth part and the fifth part. So draw the horizontal lines like this, and we obtain the 3 points here, that is A dash, G and B dash. So this is the A dash point, and this is the G point, and this is the B dash point. We had obtained 3 points there. So after dividing the points, join the lengths from these 3 points. So you have to draw the lines from these 3 points. So there is join AG and GN. So we have to join the AG and GN. First of all, draw the lines from the AG, that is the starting point of the outstroke, and the final point of the outstroke, that is on the top of the outstroke line. And we have to draw another line, that is G2, and that is the last point of the return stroke and the initial point of the stroke. So after drawing the AG and GN lines, we have to draw the parallel lines from these 2 points, that is from B to A dash and A dash to M, and next from B dash to E and B dash to J. So we have to draw all these points. So we have to draw the EF and JH lines also. Then take the vertical lines intersection for all these lines from the first point. So it is the B point, first point. So the intersection point is this first one. Next, second point, it is this. Next, in the third line, it comes to the second line. That is, this is the third point, and next it is the fourth and fifth points. So from A to G, you have to join all these points by the freehand curve. Join all those points by the freehand curve. Next, do the similar procedure for the return stroke also. So first one, this is the first line and this is the second line. For the third, we go to the center line, and 4 and 5th can be intersected the third line. So by using the freehand curve, draw these curves also like this. And then remaining 30 degrees is the dwell period. From the 6D dash, draw a simple straight line